Let me be honest with you. There are many things I wish somebody had told me before I became a social media manager and before I started creating content full time. Not the glamorous part, because that's what most people share. Not the work with brands part, not the go viral part, not the oh you can make money online part. I mean the real behind the scenes stuff that nobody talks about and nobody puts in the caption and nobody puts online. I mean the vulnerable part, the really down in the depths of hell. So if you're considering a career in social media management or content creation, or perhaps you've already started and you're wondering, why is this not yielding the results that I expected, or it's not yielding the results that most people that you see are doing, like they're seeing the results, but you're not seeing it. This video is for you. I'm going to walk you through everything I wish I knew, the mistakes, the mindset shifts, the money talk, the burnout, because that one is also real, the freedom, and the things that nobody talks about. I'm going to talk about every single thing in this video. So let's get into it. Hey there, I'm Mama Bolaji. I am a social media manager, mentor, content creator, and the person behind the social media Oga. I help creators and social media managers build systems that turn content into income. And if you're new here, welcome. And if you're not, thanks for always showing up. Let's talk about the truth behind this career path that most of us are in, or most of us admire, or most of us want to be in. The first thing I will tell you is it is not just posting content. If I had £1 for every time someone said, so you just post stuff online, I'll be rich. One thing I wish I knew is that being a social media manager is more than just creating posts. You are the strategist, you are the content creator, sometimes you're the copywriter, sometimes you're the community manager, sometimes you're the analyst, the customer service rep, the brand voice, all in one. And you're not even getting paid for it, even when you're just managing one platform. The level of work as a social media manager is serious. And as a creator, it is also similar. You're not just recording videos, you are planning, you are scripting, you are editing, you are publishing, you're repurposing, you're replying to comments, you're analyzing performance. It is a whole ecosystem. And I wish somebody had warned me that people will underestimate your role until you start showing them results. I was very underestimated, even by my parents, when I first said I want to be a social media manager. My parents are old school, old fashioned parents, and they don't understand what social media management means. I had to sit them down and explain that, okay, this is what I do as a social media manager, or this is what I do as a content creator. I wish someone had told me that a lot of people are going to underestimate your role until you actually show them results. And those results, they don't come immediately. Number 2, you will need boundaries or you will burn out. This is the second thing I wish somebody had told me when I was starting out. Boundaries. When I first started out like freelancing, I had no boundaries. I would reply to DMs and emails at 1 a.m. I would do emergency graphics. I will hop in emergency meetings. I take last minute calls on weekend. And guess what? People will keep taking if you don't draw the line. Now, I set expectations. I have standard working hours. I don't say yes to everything. And same thing about being a content creator. It's so easy to overwork yourself in the name of consistency. But what's the point of consistency if you are consistently burnt out? You know, when people say they're going to do 30 days challenge, I've done some of that, 30 days, 75 hard challenge and everything. I'm not going to do that when it comes to social media. I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to show up when I can show up, because I've come to realize that rest is productive and boundaries are necessary. Okay? The third thing I'm going to tell you is content isn't everything. Your strategy is. You can post daily on social media and still not grow. You can go viral and still not get clients or deals. I wish I had known this earlier, that strategy actually beats volume. You don't need to be everywhere. You need to be intentional. What are you trying to say? Who are you trying to reach? What's the goal of your content? When I stopped posting for the sake of posting and I started creating with a strategy in mind, things actually changed for me. I attracted a lot of clients. I got brand deals. I became known for something. That's why most of you are actually sleeping on my YouTube channel every single day waiting for me to post a video. Now, posting content isn't hard. Posting with purpose is what separates you from the rest of the people that are doing everything. That's what separates me from for most people in the same niche as me doing the same thing on YouTube, on Instagram, on TikTok, on LinkedIn. The fourth thing I wish someone told me before I started out is you will do a lot of free work at first. I know this is not what a lot of people want to hear, but I want to be honest with you. In the beginning, you're probably going to work for free or you're going to work for very little, especially as a social media manager trying to build your portfolio. I did it too. And if I'm being honest, some of those free work taught me more than the paid ones. Now, if you're doing free work, it should be about building something, maybe a case study, proof of concept, testimonials, your skill, and then you need to also know when to stop. Now, don't get stuck in the cycle of just one more, because it's easy to get stuck in that cycle. You need to start charging, even if it is a small amount, and you need to know when to stop doing free work. The fifth thing I wish somebody told me is creating content full-time can get lonely. A lot of people don't talk about this part. Now, when you go full-time as a content creator or freelancer, you lose structure. You don't have a boss. You have no team. You have no 9-to-5 rhythm. It sounds freeing, but it can also feel isolating. Some days you will question yourself like, am I doing enough? And some days you will miss having colleagues. Some days you will need someone to say, oh, Balaji, you're doing okay. And that's why building a community matters. Join Slack groups, join communities, message other creators. Don't do it alone. Yeah, don't do it alone. Sometimes it gets really lonely for me. I remember the time that my flatmate traveled for 3 weeks and she wasn't home, and I barely went to my part-time job and I was literally home. And if I don't bring out my phone to record a story, I probably will not say a word to anybody. Okay, I wake up in the morning and I'm praying. I can just whisper to myself and God will definitely hear me. But then when I want to now talk, I have to clear my throat, keep on clearing my throat before anybody can hear what I have to say. So you need to join Slack groups, join communities. And if you're looking for a free community to join, make sure to check the link in the description below. I've created a free Telegram community for content creators, social media managers, and everybody else. The sixth thing is learning never stops. This social media space changes fast. Today it is Reels. Tomorrow it is carousels. Next week it is AI workflows. If you want to stay relevant, you have to keep learning. Whether that's YouTube tutorials, whether that's investing in courses, whether it's just studying what is working, you need to continue to learn. I wish I understood that being a social media manager is like being in tech. It is being in tech. It's not even like being in tech. You can't be passive. You have to evolve or you will get left behind. The next thing I wish someone told me is your skills are worth money. Let me say this loud and clear, and I'm going to say it gently. You do not need to charge pennies. The work you do as a social media manager or content creator drives visibility, engagement, conversions, brand awareness, and also sales. Even if you are just starting, don't underprice yourself. I made the mistake of charging based on what I thought a lot of people could afford, not what the work was worth. Now, I price based on strategy, time, deliverables, usage, and also impact. You need to have a rate card, you need to have systems, and you need the confidence to charge your worth even if it feels scary. The next thing I wish someone told me when I was starting out is your journey won't look like others. It will look like their own journey because it is your journey. I wish I knew when I first started that comparison is a thief and a liar. Somebody else's timeline is not your standard, and it shouldn't be. Even for me, I shouldn't be your standard. You are not behind. You are not late, and neither are you invisible. There are a lot of social media managers who blew up in a year. There are a lot of creators who took 5 years to find their voice. Your job is to stay consistent, stay learning, and keep showing up. And the rest, it will follow. I promise you, it will follow. So that's it. That's the real stuff I wish I knew before I became a social media manager and content creator. If you are on this journey right now, I see you. I want you to know that I see you. You're not invisible, like I said. And I know it's not always easy, but trust me, it is worth it. Let me know in the comments which of these points actually hits home for you. Is there something you wish someone had told you earlier? Share with me in the comments. Make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss the next one. And for more resources, please check the description for my newsletter, templates, and digital products. I have linked everything below, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.